Another tool that is quite useful is if you go into Mesh and you go to Sculpt Geometry Tool option box. I'm going to Control-Shift click that to have a Sculpt Geometry Tool option box on my custom toolbar. I will click that, and that brings up a few options here. By default, let's just reset the tool. By default, the opacity would always be 1. That's usually too much, and I like to bring that down to 0.0025. And you can smooth. If you hit B and hold that down, you can change the size of your brush. And if I hit Shift and drag, I can just smooth that out a little bit. I find that useful for helping tweak vertices when I'm modeling. But be careful, because this will mess up any perfectly snapped vertices you have. I'm going to go back to the Move tool by hitting W. I'm going to hit 9 to go to vertices. Click and drag around those. Hit the X axis. And I'm going to go up to my Move tool, and I'm going to double click on my Move tool. It's already brought up the option here. And I'm going to make sure that Retain Component Spacing is off. If it's on, that will make any attempt to snap to the grid, that will make it retain its position in comparison, or compared to each other. It will maintain that sort of shape. But if I click that off, and I hold down X, that will make all the vertices snap to where I want them to snap to. So let's go back to tweaking. At the moment I'm just going by memory of what lips look like. I would recommend you use some sort of reference. I'll definitely be looking at a reference photo before I start the next video. You can always Google it. And there you have a basic lips shape. I'll get into building a nose in the next video. If you want to make this a singular object, I'm just going to delete the instance object. The central pivot is already on the center of the grid. All of these vertices are, let me just double check, find the x-axis, hit W to move, oops, and press and hold X, middle mouse, click and drag, make sure it is actually on the x-axis, or on the center grid. Go back to object mode, edit, duplicate special, option box, but this time we will go to copy and duplicate special. That will create a copy of this, only reversed. Now I will go to edit, delete by type, history. This will delete, if you notice over in the sidebar here, every tweak that we've made has been recorded in the inputs. We have just deleted that for this.